The program for the convention included some comic interpretations of some of the city's iconic landmarks. This is the statue of Alexander the Great, the White Tower, Aristocratus Square, and the radio tower above the convention center.
Hello, I'm Gunis. I'm a comic artist and software developer coming from Thessaloniki. I live in Berlin since 10 years, but I'm coming originally from Thessaloniki. Comics is my passion and I try to follow all comic conventions in Greece, like Athens and Thessaloniki. The scene is getting bigger and bigger in Greece actually, and you see a lot of young people participating in the big comic conventions. I started doing comics since I was in the primary school. It's my big passion. And I self-published my first book 4 or 5 years ago. Yesterday I introduced my first English book, and it's a story that I'm telling through a collection of fictional newspapers. And it's about Athenopolis, which is the metropolitan of this fictional world. And all the comic heroes live in this city, and the comic heroes disappear for unknown reason. And the journalist is trying to solve the mystery of the disappearance. This is the great part when you self-publish, that you have a direct contact with the people who will read your comics. And this is great because you get direct feedback, you get influenced. Maybe sometimes we influence them, and there are so many people that they come to comic convention, they talk with comic artists, and then they start doing comics actually because they get inspired. Yeah, the only advice is just do it. There is nothing more. Just do it. The best way to do something is to do it. Nothing more. Yeah. I've already started a big comic, 80 pages maybe. Yeah, it's about technology that actually humans are transformed into products, and then they can be sold into the market somehow. So you can be transforming table or computer or cars, and then you will be for the rest of your life a product, and then you will be sold as a product. So I've already started, I'm in the middle, so I hope next year I will the products.
The product?
Yes,
oh,
yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Thessaloniki is a really nice city, very warm, and amazing food. I mean, okay, I was born here, so maybe I'm not so subjective. But
and he walked into the fuselage of the aeroplane and he's walking around, and suddenly, like a monkey, Slade Wilson drops out of the ceiling and grabs him in a chokehold. And so I'm reading the script. I'm going, grabs him in a chokehold? Wow, no.
My name is Christos Stavoulis. I'm a comic artist here in Greece. Mostly comics, no prints or anything. I just need to tell the story. I honestly can't count the years. I mean, I have white hair already, so I wasn't with white hair when I started. I tend to think that my work is good enough for anywhere else, but I just haven't made the leap yet. I guess I'm not used to talking to publishers. That's partly why I'm, what I am. I mean, my works are very provocative, and I want to have the first and the last word in every part of the creative process, even where to print it, this shit, everything. If you go to a publisher, you may have to wait, and perhaps the publisher may want to, express opinions. It's kind of starting to work. In Greece we have many more festivals than we used to, although the character is very much like this one. It's more about, you know, a fun fair. You have to convey the way you think, the way your art works, why you do this. I mean, there's certainly some content that is part of yourself, and it's very enjoyable to be able to communicate this. Well, I suppose I should talk about the English-speaking ones, and these are the two. F4 Trooper and Bitch, they're both very provocative in a political way, and also, yeah, explicit as well. Yeah, that's it. Quite explicit.
Like any decent comic convention, there was plenty of activities for children, and that is my daughter there in the blue dress. Everyone, thank you. That is it for this edition of Euro Splendor. Please subscribe to the channel and stay splendid.
You can find us on our site, thebrick.gr. I'm also running a Facebook group named Garman Bricks.
My name is Vasilis Lolos, and if you hit it up on Google, stuff will come up. I do have a store. I think it's on Gumroad, the one that is active. I have stuff for download digitally.
I do have my Instagram. I post in the Penguards with _ on Instagram, and I do have my email. I do have Facebook as well, but I don't use it that much.
I'm a comic artist. I'm working on my webtoon Akas de Alpha. It's based on Greek mythology. I have a small account on webtoons where you can find everything. I hope you like it.
Festivals online, sometimes in the comic shops. Yeah, and they are all Creative Commons copyright. Creative Commons, all of them. Yeah, all of them.
It says don't find is the translation.
Okay, cool.
So I'm currently working for this, and I also do illustrations.
There is a smaller page on Facebook. We are doing the same thing, but in English language.
I'll put it on the bottom of the screen. I'll write it.
You know, like the speech bubbles, it's in English.
Thank you.